So Wicked, or really technically Wicked Part 1, is a musical based on Wicked that came out like in the early 2000s, I believe like 2003. And now they are adapting it into a movie. This movie was like announced like years ago. It's years in the making, and finally it's out. My personal relationship with musicals, I don't really have a stance. I don't hate musicals, but I also don't love them. Really, that is because I haven't seen that many musicals. I mean, the only one I can think of is like La La Land or like High School Musical, right? All three of them. That's really it. Joker Folie à Deux, don't even give me that crap. The Joker Folie à Deux is a misrepresentation of musicals. We will get to that later. But Wicked, I went into this not knowing much about this story. I knew it was like the good witch and the evil green witch, but like the evil green witch, she's not really evil. She's just misunderstood. The whole thing of like, is somebody born wicked or is wickedness thrusted upon them or whatever the line is, something like that, right? So I knew the gist of the story, but I didn't know the actual details, right? So I went into this really knowing nothing. And this movie, no glaze, it is fucking awesome. It is legit. And I'm a guy, so I shouldn't like this movie. Ariana Grande killed it, man. She knocked it out of the park. When she first got casted, it was kind of mixed because obviously she gets casted because she's a singer. But her acting ability, she doesn't have much acting behind her belt. I mean, really, all I know her from is Kat from Victorious, which was a Nickelodeon show. So not the most legit thing. And that was like years ago as well. But holy shiz, like she killed it, bro. She is funny as fuck in this movie, and I buy it. Like she is Galinda, bro. Like I believe it. She plays this character so well. It looks so natural, so effortless for her. And I low key want to see her do more acting. Maybe take a break from singing and do more acting because she's incredible in here. Cynthia Erivo is definitely the best part of the movie. She is incredible, dude. Her singing, her acting, her performance, everything. She is another one where I'm like, I buy it. Like, she is Elphaba, bro. I believe it. The chemistry between Cynthia and Ariana, legit, bro. Like, it is so good. These two bounce off each other so well together. They make such a good duo for the movie. If these two don't like each other, if these two don't have the chemistry, the movie completely flops. But these two together work so well, man. And I know you've probably seen it online, the memes between Ariana and Cynthia, the whole press around the crying and, you know, criticizing their appearances and whatever. But movie is incredible, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a little bit in the movie. No cap, no glaze. There was one scene, I don't want to spoil it. It's like in the middle of the movie. It had me teary-eyed. Like tears were coming down my face. I had to like, you know, wipe them off my face, my cheeks. Like, bro, it got me teary a little bit. Even the ending is so climactic. You're like, oh my gosh, like this is getting so good. And a little bit teary as well. But the middle part definitely got me where I was like, this is, for me, it has to be like the best scene in the movie. It's just so freaking good, man. It's so believable. This world, like, you buy it, right? Like, it's just so legit. I understand something like Wicked, this whole fantasy world can sometimes be silly and kind of hard to believe, but with this, like, I believe it. You know, the talking animal stuff, I believe it. Like, it's just so good. So there has been some people complaining about the lighting and the look of this movie, especially comparing it to like Marvel movies, which are ugly to look at. They're very gray. I think the difference between like a Marvel movie and Wicked is that Wicked, I understand, has like a very white palette and the colors don't pop as much as I think they should be. I think the difference is that everything feels tangible. Everything looks real. It doesn't look like green screen and it looks like an actual world. And that is because Wicked was shot practically. There like was no, obviously every movie has a little CGI, but they weren't shooting like on green screens or whatever. This was legit, like actual sets. Marvel movie, not only do they just look ugly and gray, but it's just because it looks fake. It's so obvious that they're shooting in like a warehouse or in like a studio with just a bunch of green, blue screens around them, compared to Wicked, where not the most popping movie, but it's tangible. It feels like I could just grab the movie and feel it, and I could just smell. It's weird, but like I could smell the movie. I could taste the movie, if that makes any sense.
What we were dropped into was an actual world that was built. We could touch and feel everything in front of us so that we could really like live in it.
So the big question is, does Wicked feel like a part one? Even though it is a part one, you know, part ones, you know, they're usually seen as setup. Do I have to see Wicked part one? Should I just wait for Wicked part two? No, definitely go see this movie. It is incredible. It tells a lot, man. It's a good message in here. This movie stuck with me. Definitely one of the best movies of 2024. I do think it should be considered for Oscar awards. Definitely should be nominated for a lot of things. Is it the best movie of 2024? No. Should it get a nomination? Yeah, probably, I think. But they killed it, man. Definitely see this movie over like Gladiator 2, right? I might make a video about Gladiator 2, but like Gladiator 2, to sum it up really quick, very disappointing, very mid. Gladiator 2 is like the textbook definition of mid. Very skippable. Gladiator 2, I wouldn't recommend it, right? I would say, nah, skip it. If you want to see Gladiator, just go back and rewatch the first one, right? Wicked, complete opposite. I do recommend it, even if this isn't really your thing. Musicals are not your thing. You don't know anything about this story, whatever. You don't care. Watch it, because I was the same way. I didn't know shit about it. I didn't care. I was just curious, and it changed me, bro. This movie is incredible. Definitely go see it, man. And, you know, me personally, I'm definitely going to go see it another time. And I'm definitely going to be there next year, November 2025, for part 2. So, to give the movie a final rating out of 10, I might go 9.5. Definitely, it's either a 9 or a 9.5, right? Anything lower than that, no, I don't think so. I think it's either between 9 9.5. I think I'm going to go 9.5. Okay, I know that's high. 9.5 out of 10. The only problem I didn't like with the movie is that it ends. That's literally it. I can't think of anything else. Honestly, like, this movie is insanely good. So I do recommend it. Go check it out. And give it a chance. Give it a chance, seriously. So yeah.